Alright guys, welcome back. This won't be a real long video, but there's been some updates to the collection, so figure we'll make another video. We've got a few tractors out today because it got up to about 50 and we're cleaning the shop out. Tomorrow's supposed to get up to about 60, so I'm going to leave a few of these out overnight and we're going to clean the shop some more tomorrow too. Cub 100, still got the blade on it. Plowed snow with it. It did pretty good. Yeah, nothing's really changed with it. Dad's round hood is about the same. Picked up this Jacobson. I ended up trading that Wheel Horse 417A for this. It came with the snow blade, which we just took off of it today. I've been plowing snow with it, but it's been fully restored. Has the original tires on the back. I had to put a different muffler on there because it was straight pipe. Otherwise, it's in pretty fair shape and it runs pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with it. Oil very low, so I've got it tuned pretty good. You can see she runs real smooth. Kill it before we lose oil, but runs really good little tractor, so pretty happy with it. Dad's 856, Blake just had it out driving today. 700, same thing with the 12 and the 10, and then Blake's round hood. He got running, still needs some carb work, but it's getting closer to being drivable and maybe reliable. He's thinking about plowing with it here in the spring if he ends up keeping it, so stay tuned for that. It's a possibility. Out here, we've got Blake's 110 round fender, the Rio that I'm gonna put a K90 on and make like a show cruiser out of. Blake's other 110, his Cub Original's back there, the frame. Dad's Ingersoll, Blake's Massey 12 with the 8-horse Kohler swap, Blake's 855 project, the 710's back there. Had to borrow the wheels for the 70. Blake's Charger 12's under that tarp, and then here's the 70. Got the motor all wrapped up for it, and it's back in. Still gotta start it. Haven't got oil for it yet, and I need to get some electrical parts for it too. But once I get those, this one will be running and possibly sold, we'll see. As for in and around the shop, nothing's really changed with the 140, just doesn't have a battery in it right now. Motor for the Panzer is out and getting torn down. I need to get rings on the way for it, and then it'll get thrown back together, and I need to get a different starter gen bracket because that one's cracked. So the starter gen sits off center and it throws the belt off as soon as it gets up to RPM. So once I get that fixed, it'll pretty much be good to go. And then Blake's 100 here. I'm not sure if this is in the last video or not, but he's been working on wet sanding this. It was completely white, but he's got it running now. Something's wrong with the motor. It has a slight knock to it. So we pulled it apart, and it's not something with the crank or the rod or anything, so it's probably something with the camshaft slop, but he's going to try and find a different motor for it. It's got the NOS IH hubcaps on the back. They got a little dirt on them, but and then other than that, just a lot of mess we got to clean up. So over here we've got most of the implements, and then the 2 carts. I'm working on pulling the angle gearbox out of this Alice before it probably gets scrapped. Then we've got some of the wheel horse parts. Cub Original project, that thing's always on the back burner. Got a spare Cub blade I'm probably going to chop in half and turn into some center blades. And then Panzer deck, Cub deck, and a Cub deck. And then out here we've got the scoop tote and some spare parts for a John Deere mower deck. In the shed, we've got these few motors that have been here for a while. Wheel horse hydraulic rear end. Those are fiberglass doors for a Jeep that I bought to make a garden tractor cab out of. So that may be a project for this summer, we'll see. Briggs, K90, and then some tires and cub parts and wheel horse hitch. Anyways, that's all. Like I said, not a real long update, but at least one tractor since the last video, so I thought I'd share. And while we've got all these out here, so hopefully one of the next videos I'll have will be a plow day. We just got to get this ground thawed out and dried out so it's not so muddy, and then hopefully we'll be plowing